KOAM News Now, Joplin News First. I'm Shannon Becker. We're live. Overpass of I-44 in Oklahoma. And you can see here in the distance a fatal crash that occurred about 2 o'clock this afternoon. According to Oklahoma Highway Patrol, they closed the interstate down about 2 o'clock, reopened it just before 5 o'clock. And we'll tell you what occurred here. You tap your screen and click that bit link, all the details that we have right now from the Oklahoma Turnpike Authority. We do learn that a person was killed, an OTA worker was killed. In the eastbound lanes, an OTA vehicle with one OTA worker inside and another OTA worker on foot. A tractor trailer went off the road and struck the vehicle and also struck that worker who was on foot. A worker on foot was pronounced deceased at the scene, and then the worker in the vehicle that was struck was then rushed to a Joplin hospital. They have released the name of the OTA worker that was killed. We don't normally say those names necessarily on our Facebook or social media. You have to go to our website. They say he worked for the OTA for the last 2 years, and they'll have more information, I'm sure, as it becomes available. A tragedy here on I-44 in Ottawa County today, about 2 o'clock. A tractor trailer eastbound went off the road and struck an OTA vehicle. There was an OTA worker on foot and one inside the vehicle, the second inside the vehicle. The one inside the vehicle was rushed critical to a Joplin hospital. The one on foot was pronounced at the scene. So we can tell you exactly where this is. This is 3:15.5 mile marker. If you can see in the distance here on the right. My finger is probably a little too big. That's the Buffalo Run sign. It's probably about a half mile to the east of Buffalo Run. And about a half mile to the west of where we are here at 690 Road. You tap your screen, click the bit link, and the details are there for you. KOAM News Now, Joplin News First. I'm Shannon Becker, live on Will Rogers Turnpike, over the turnpike here. We're here 3:16 mile marker, and I know the crash has occurred about 3:15.5. Originally, the tractor trailer was up against the trees. Santa Fe Towing have already moved it almost all the way up to the road, and they'll be towing it from there. Next of kin have been notified. They've released the name. It happened this afternoon about 2 o'clock. The name of the deceased OTA worker. You can find those details in our article in a statement from officials. KOAM News Now, Joplin News First. We're live near Miami. KOAM News Now, Joplin News First. I'm Shannon Becker on 690 Road above I-44. You can see this it's an overpass here. They have one about every mile of the turnpike. Connects mostly farmers and just small areas across the interstate. What happened here behind us, about a half mile, they say about 2 o'clock, an OTA worker was in a vehicle and an OTA worker was on foot here on the eastbound side of I-44 in a maintenance work zone, they're calling it. A tractor trailer went off the road and struck that vehicle and also struck that OTA worker on foot. Worker on foot was pronounced deceased here at the scene. And then the other that was inside the vehicle was rushed to a Joplin hospital. They're saying critical currently. They have released the name of the deceased worker. That's on our website. You can tap your screen and click that bit link for the details there. Next of kin have been notified, and we'll keep you up to date on the status of the second individual and what's happening with this investigation. The roadway was closed for nearly 3 hours. They opened it just about 5 o'clock this evening. Traffic is still one lane currently, so it takes you a while to get through that backed up traffic. They call it the queue. So if you want to get off at Afton, if you want to get off at Miami, it might be faster if you're coming towards Joplin. Let me zoom in for you here. Thanks for sharing our stories. And thanks to our friends, for our tipsters, for letting us know what was happening. We have a lot of good friends that are Amazon drivers down here. I appreciate our good friend Tracy, who keeps us up to date what's happening here in Northeast Oklahoma. Remember, if it's live and breaking, there's only one place you'll find out about it. It's right here, KOAM News Now, Joplin News First. I'm Shannon Becker. The tractor trailer being brought back up to the roadway by Santa Fe Towing, as it will be towed. KOAM News Now, Joplin News First. I'm Shannon Becker, live and breaking. I-44. Tap your screen, click that bit link for the latest.